What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. My name is Micah. How you guys feeling? Hopefully everybody's good. If not, we are going to work through it. Don't you worry. Everything happens with time, right? Okay, so this reading is going to be for the Sagittarius. As you guys see from the title of this video, let's begin. So the first one we have is go deeper, right? So this could be indicating for you guys to really reach beneath yourselves and really understand who you are as a person and where you're trying to go in life, right? This is as very it can become off as simple, but it's actually, you know, it's far more, it could be thought about a few more times, you know what I mean? Make sure that you guys are finding out who you truly are, you know, and where you truly are. What are your intentions behind everything that you do? Moving forward, my Sagittarius family, I want you guys to put this in perspective, right? Because everything you do has a reason behind it, and everything you do has a cause and effect. So if you guys make sure that you actually mean well behind what you're doing, and you're willing to take all responsibility for the aftermath of it, then you understand like if it's worth it or if it's not, right? And this is career choices, relationships, this is everything that you can apply that to. So go deeper. Let's see what else we got for the Sagittarius. So silence, right? So I don't know who's maybe somebody's been trying to silence you, or maybe you've been feeling like you haven't been able to speak your piece as much as you wanted to. Maybe you feel like you've been limited, or somebody's trying to limit you from, you know, expressing yourself. You know, and these could not only be a someone, but a spirit, or not even I want to say a spirit, but a energy, right? A source of energy. Whereas maybe you was trying to express yourself on a platform and it started to buffer. Maybe you was trying to express yourself in a classroom and nobody was paying you attention or things like that, right? When it comes down to these type of situations, be very mindful of who you're sharing information with and what you're sharing information on, right? We have to be mindful of these details, because some cases, the reason why it didn't necessarily go the way, it might even be protection, right? It might even be protection from your higher power, because there are specific people that didn't really comprehend what you were trying to tell them, wasn't supposed to see your message. For an example, you guys on YouTube right now, everybody on YouTube has their specific audience, right? We can't get discouraged. As somebody that's on YouTube, I cannot get discouraged if somebody doesn't like my content. I have my own audience, you know what I mean? So it's very important to understand that you have your own listeners, you have your own viewers, you have your own people that seek out, want to hear your information. So if you feel like you're silenced, or you feel muzzled, or you feel like you're not getting across to people, it's because those people are not supposed to be your audience, right? So just keep that in mind as you go forward with life, as you go forward for conversations and things like that, right? What else for the Sagittarius? Next we have is unleash your kindness self. Through all situations, you're always going to have these tests, right? People are going to test you. Energies will test you. Negative energies will test you. They want to see if you're going to come out of your character, right? When you're going through these negative situations, whether it's at a bar, at a party, at a family get-together, and there's these negative energies that capture a family member or a relationship or things like that, that try to persuade you into coming out of the light and into the dark light, meaning starting arguments, causing fights and things like that. You got to make sure that you keep hold of yourself and bring out your truest self. You do not have to go crazy. What you can simply do is accept that, okay, there's a situation, all right, think it through, right? Going forward, as you guys watch these videos, make sure you're taking this information, as I've took this information from others. Make sure that you guys are thinking through each and every situation, positively and negatively in your lives. That way, when a situation does take its place, you're able to maneuver that way correctly. You just simply say, excuse me, not really feeling that, walk away. There's plenty of situations, but make sure you try your best, your very best, to refrain from using sources that they potentially want you to do. Like, for an example, if you swinging, you're saying that this person's scared of you. You know this person's scared. You know this person's not gonna hit you. So why even bother hitting them first? You know what I mean? Because what that's gonna do, that's just gonna help them. They're gonna cry on the outside because you just hit them, but they're gonna laugh on the inside because they got you out of character. So they're not distracting you. And then now, of course, with self-defense, do what you gotta do. But on a sense of, we have to now recognize when there's negative energies in the workings, they want us to react out of this way. Same thing goes for relationships. Some situations, you guys might not agree on each other's behalves. However, moving forward, I want you guys to start to realize what is important and what's not important to argue or to have a full-out disagreement about. Sometimes things can just have a disagreement and move on, and you guys can go about your business. You do not have to have a full argument. You do not have to lead to anything. It doesn't have to bring up, well, this, and because it tends to lead on. So moving forward, what I want you guys to do, as well as I'm learning this too, is to unleash the best version of ourselves in the best ways that we can, right? So I think that sums it up, what I was trying to say with all of that, right? What's next for the Sagittarius? Sagittarius. All right, so the next one is become inimitable, right? So this is like at a spectrum of nobody could copy you, right? You are considered almost impossible to copy. Your work ethic, the way that you do things, the way that you created a system, the way that you created your own goals and journeys. You are considered one of a kind. And you have earned this position as one of a kind, right? You have stayed focused, you have driven, you have did what you were supposed to do. So there is nobody that should be able to fulfill nobody else's shoes, just as you're not trying to fulfill others' shoes, but they will try to fulfill yours, but it's impossible to fulfill somebody with that we all have different fingerprints. That should tell you that should tell you of itself that yes, we all are different in many ways, and we all have our own unique ways, right? So be something, or not say be something, but be yourself, because nobody can be yourself better than you can, right? For my Sagittarius family, what else do we have here? All right, next one is fall apart, right? This is coming from like an energy of like, if you guys are in the depressive state right now, you guys might be sitting up on your couch eating ice cream. I don't know what you guys are doing, right? You guys might be chilling. You guys might be big chill, watching videos, things like that. You came across these videos, perfect, okay? I'm going to let you guys know something. Why you're in this depressive state, or why you get in this low vibrational state, because something might have happened and now you're just scrolling to your phone looking for something to laugh on. I want to let you guys know, take this time, valuable. These times they're one of the moments you're going to look back on. I know personally, because I've been through those situations where scrolling on my phone. One thing in those situations, those depressive states, I don't know, you might not be depressed while you're watching these videos, but it's a matter of when you go through these moments of these low vibrationals, like really be grateful for their moments, because those are the moments where you're going to start seeing things differently. You're going to start thinking about a lot of things going to go through your head. And those are the moments where you start to see out the most clarity, right? The reason why I have the channel going the way it does now is because I have more passion for being successful than I do for how long it takes or how much work I got to put in. Because of the fact that I felt what it's like to go through those moments where I'm not pleased with my work ethic. I wasn't pleased with how I was working. I wasn't pleased with how I was doing it. And when I wasn't satisfied, and that hurts. That hurts me, you know what I mean? So not about being a hard worker, it's just about being satisfied with what you do. And that same thing coming from doing what you love, right? So going forward, if you guys go and do these little slump moments, just use that time to just recollect your thoughts, reflect on things that you need to reflect on, and to move forward with life. And take that time not as a waste of time, but more so as a clarity moment to move forward, right? In a sense, fall apart. That's why it's fall apart came out for you guys, because you're gonna fall apart to build yourself back up. Okay, the next one we have for you guys is choose your intention, right? I don't think I mentioned this on the first one. I might have mentioned it somewhere in this video, but intentions is very important, right? Make sure before you start any activity, you know why you're doing it. I think I said all this in the beginning. Choose your intentions wisely. Knowing why you're doing something is gonna bring out so much more results, because when it's those moments where you don't feel like it, you're gonna remember the why, and you're gonna want to do it anyway. You know what I mean? So make sure that you guys have the true intentions behind it. Make sure that you guys are focusing on, pure intentions. What do you want it to do it for? I always tell people. I don't always tell people, but I said this on the video before, on another video. If you're gonna make money, start a business and don't work in the business, because you're not in that business to make money. You're in the business. You're involved in it to make money. You're not in the business to work it, right? So if you want to make money, start a business and stay away from it. If you want to do something, and do it because you want to do it, not because you want to make money. You know what I mean? Because if you focus too much on the things that you didn't initially, or the things that are not, that's not the priority, but you focus on it because that's your intention, when you're doing that work that you're doing, you're going to hate it. And then it's like that whatever money or whatever reward you was trying to, or your intentions that was directly on whatever it was, it's going to seem less of a reward because you hate it so much because you wasn't focused on the craft at hand. You was more focused on what you was going to gain from it. So just have that pure intention. If you're going to make money, start a business. Don't work in it because there's no point in working in it if you didn't initially want to actually do whatever the business is. And if you're going to go for a job or a career or whatever, make sure you love and enjoy what it is that you do. Meaning you'll work for free. You know what I mean? So just keep that in mind. Okay, so that's the card. Okay. I don't know if, granted, I do not know if this computer is going to come back on or not, right? But we're not going to worry about that, right? We got 2 more cards to go. Let's get it. Before I started this video over, but I don't think I'm going to allow this negative energy to affect my work, right? So we're just going to kind of go with the flow in this. So you can see the black screen. This is just pure indication that things do happen because they try to distract you. You know what I mean? So next we have independence. I'm just going to have to flip this video. We have independence, right? Be independent of everything that you do. Look, sometimes people don't necessarily want you to be independent, or sometimes situations happen where they don't necessarily want you to be independent. Well, we gotta just learn to work through those situations, right? We gotta learn to find things that we can be independent on. You know, if you guys have like some source outside, like some soil and things like that, farm it. You know what I mean? Put some vegetables and stuff like that in it, and you know, stay focused on that. Being independent also with your financial stability. If you would like to start a business, I always talk about this. Like, build yourself up. Because if you can work for something else, you can work for yourself. You know what I mean? Or you could build your stuff up. So do that. I'm sorry, you guys, if I'm a little thing, because I'm worrying about my laptop over, and that's exactly what they do. They actually they would prevent situations so that I can't focus on here. But I'm gonna continue it because I'm not gonna allow it to stop me. But that's why if I'm stumbling my words a little bit, is because I'm actually pretty like wow, like you know what I mean? Like they've done this twice already. It's crazy. But anyway, here we go. Feel in order to know. This is your last card for the Sagittarius. I'm just going to wrap it up here because I got to sort this out. Feel in order to know. It's going to be a black screen on the side. I apologize first and foremost. Was going to start the video, but I was already too far in. And I don't necessarily want to just throw away this whole reading because I think I did pretty good. And I think there was a lot of good information I mentioned. And I do not want the negative energies to mess it up for you guys, right? So feel in order to know. Sometimes you're going to have to go through it to really understand. And that's just first and foremost. If something was mentioned to you about a situation and it's different from you knowing and you understanding what that person's saying to, and I think it just came back on. It's different from you knowing and understanding what that person is trying to. Oh my gosh, it's different from you understanding what that person is trying to tell you than you actually relating to that person. Like, for an example, if you're heavy into fixing cars and somebody came along with a nice suit-up car. Also, I don't know if the volume is going to still be connected. I'm going to figure that out once I finish this video. So if it is different, I do apologize first and foremost, right? But anyway, regarding the regarding mechanic. Let's say you're a mechanic and let's say you're a student needs to be a mechanic and you're trying to learn about mechanics. So you know all the rundown of mechanics, but you are not, you do not actually work on cars yet. So if another mechanic, somebody that's actually worked on cars, is talking to you, you're gonna know what he's saying and understand it, but you're not gonna be able to completely relate to him because he actually is in the field working on the cars itself every day. You know what I mean? So sometimes you're gonna go through those processes. Sometimes we learn from others' mistakes, yes, but sometimes to really understand it, we actually go through it all the way. You know what I mean? So hopefully that works. So hopefully I made sense in everything that I said in this reading. My apologies if I have been distracted from this whole situation. I just did not want to completely scratch this video. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. Hopefully everything works out. I'm praying that everything works out with this video. I did not want to, like I said, I do not want to just scratch it and move on. Hopefully it works out. I got my other phone, so hopefully, you know, we can work something out, make it the best quality as possible that I can provide at the moment. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. Like, share, comment, subscribe, all of that good stuff. And I will see you guys on the next spiritual video.